Imagine this. You're in the middle of a conversation with a friend who's just embarking on a new venture. They're sweating the details, navigating the challenges, and slogging through the early grind. It's no walk in the park because making your first $100,000 is like cracking a code that everyone talks about, but nobody tells you the full story behind. It's the ultimate rite of passage, the legendary milestone, and here's why. The first $100,000 is the hardest mountain to scale. Charlie Munger, the legendary business mind alongside Warren Buffett, calls it out. The first $100,000 is a bitch. No sugarcoating. He said it because he knows this is where most people get stuck. But why is it so brutal? Well, let's dive into it. Here's the catch. When your target is $100,000, you start thinking in $100,000 boxes. Your entire mindset becomes confined to opportunities that will take you there. But what about the next leap? What about $1 million, $10 million, or even $1 billion game changer? You need to switch gears and reimagine how you approach business. At $100,000, you're tied to the time for money trap. You're in the trenches, trading hours for dollars, and that's a tiny cage. To break free and reach the next level, you need leverage, and that requires thinking differently. The first $100,000 is your proving ground. It's where you test your endurance, innovate on the fly, and mold your creativity into something that works. It's where you learn that when you don't have leverage, whether it's financial resources, time, or a powerful network, everything falls on your shoulders. You have to become your own Swiss Army knife, mastering the business's intricacies one skill at a time, and it's time consuming. But here's the silver lining. Once you reach that milestone, a whole new world opens up. Think of it like this. Once you cross the $100,000 threshold, you've unlocked a new realm of possibilities. You can start hiring, outsourcing tasks, investing in advertising, and scaling your operations without burning out. You move from doing everything yourself to building a team that propels you forward. You go from struggling with every sale to creating systems that do the heavy lifting for you. This is where leverage starts to work in your favor. But let's talk about why that first $100,000 feels so impossible. It's because initially your only tool is sheer effort. And in the early stages, that effort is raw, unrefined, and relentless. It's about flipping the script and turning your limited resources into a machine that operates for you. The challenge is to see beyond the grind. Most people stop at this stage because it feels like an uphill battle with no end. But that's exactly why it's worth it. And once you crack that code, you realize something profound. The first $100,000 isn't just an amount, it's the blueprint of your future. It's a multiplier for your confidence, your strategies, and your perspective. When you have your first $100,000, it's like planting a seed that grows into a towering oak. The skills you gained, whether in sales, marketing, or creating efficient systems, become a well you can tap into forever. Now, let's get innovative. Instead of just asking, how do I make $100,000? Ask yourself, what can I do that others haven't thought of? What's the shortcut in the long game? Maybe it's identifying a niche that's underserved or combining your skills in an unexpected way. Maybe it's starting a side project that aligns with your main work but adds another revenue stream. The point is, you need to innovate beyond the typical paths. If you're looking for leverage right out of the gate, think like this. Your time is a finite resource, but what if you used it differently? Think about learning high-value skills that don't just pay more, but pay faster. What if you could turn a single skill, like digital marketing or copywriting, into a service you can offer or use to amplify your own business? The idea is to trade effort for efficiency and make your actions compound like an investment. Think about it. In a world where anyone can make $25 an hour with a simple certification, why limit yourself to the basic pay scale? Explore mini certifications, workshops, and quick learning that build your skills without the massive time investment. If you're broke and busy, you're probably spending time in places that aren't valuable. If you're busy, leverage that time into activities that are worth it. It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart, building a toolkit that grows your baseline. Once you find your stride, keep that momentum. Learn new skills and find mentors who can push you faster. Every skill is like a rung on the ladder, elevating you higher. The higher you go, the easier it is to build a new baseline. And remember, your work should work on you more than you work on it. This means that even if the first $100,000 doesn't come immediately, you've still laid the groundwork for a lifetime of growth. And then one day, you'll look back at that initial grind with a smile, knowing that it was the hardest part that set you up for everything that came next. It was the foundation that supported your skyscraper of skills and achievements. And that's when you'll start thinking bigger, not just $100,000 bigger, but the $1 million, $1 billion, world changing kind of bigger. So take on the challenge, innovate, create, and make that first $100,000. And when you do, the whole world of possibilities opens up. Don't just think about getting there. Think about think about how you can do it differently, more creatively, and with the mindset that gets you not just past the first $100,000, but beyond.